weights. So don't worry, Dorothy, there will be weights. And let's go ahead and just take a second to get anchored on your sits bones. And take a few full deep breaths just to reconnect. Let that breath move wide and low, and then draw your abdominal wall in and feel your spine lengthen and your belly also lengthen, pull in. Let's try that a couple times. You'll inhale, widening your ribs. And then exhale, pull in and deep at your center. One more time. Inhale, widening your ribs. And then exhale, I'm pulling in. Good. Rest your hands for a moment, your manos on your rodillas, on your knees. And then we're going to inhale and stretch up. And exhale, round back. Let there be a little space between your shoulder blades. So inhale, sit up, feeling your breastbone, this whole area stretch. And exhale, sit it back. Good. We'll inhale, take it up again. And exhale, sit it back. Last time. Inhale fully, big extension of the spine, releasing in your hips. And then exhale, sit back. Let's take your two arms reaching out. Take a moment, see if you can anchor your sitting bones and then just reach your ribs across side to side. Good. Excellent. And now we'll kind of add on to that by taking one elbow down so you get a little extra lengthening. Good. A little side bend, feeling your obliques waking up, kicking in. Los abdominales. Super bien, good. And then from here, let's go ahead, exhale, take two arms up, take a twist one direction. Inhale, the arms floating back up. Exhale, twist in the opposite direction. Inhale up, girando la derecha. And arriba, and then girando la izquierda. Good, let's take your two arms all the way up, and now tip your weight back on the sits bones. Unfold the two legs. Good, inhale. And exhale, begin a little stretch forward. Sweep the arms out and let the arms circle a couple times in your shoulder socket. Good. Pause, change the direction, keeping your neck nice and released, relaxed. Good, let's pause. Inhale, sit tall. And exhale, now sit back. Good, as you sit back, now let the arms circle once again in the shoulder socket. 3, 2, and 1, and then you'll circle the other way. 3, y 2, y 1. Good. Inhale, sitting all the way up once again. As exhale, come down, and this time from your belly, pulse, pulling in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it to one side and pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll sweep around to the other side, pulsing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's inhale, take your arms all the way up. Take one hand down, you'll come to that side. Top hand's gonna move to your hip. And let that leg move forward. And then let the leg move back. So you're just waking up your hips. Get a little bit more of the obliques. Adelante, adelante y atrás. Good. And then from here, pause with the leg forward. Move it down and up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach it back, down and up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Inhale and exhale. That leg returns right back where it was. Let's find the opposite sitting bone. Hand to the hip. And then again, just a few times letting that leg travel forward and back. La pierna moviendo adelante y atrás. Adelante y atrás. Adelante y atrás. Good. Take that just a couple more times. And then from here, let's pause with the leg forward. It goes down and up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we'll move it back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Go ahead, set that leg down. Stretch yourself towards it. And we're going to start bringing our weight down to the floor. So inhale, take a big stretch forward, lengthening out your spine. Good. Melting the head down, down, down. Now let's inhale and sit up. And then exhale, bring your weight down just a hair. Let one arm come up, one arm come down, and we'll go 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Very nice. Now from here, lowering just a hair more, open the arms. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Very nice. One last time, lowering just a hair more. This time, just pulse from the belly. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now lower the rest of your bones to the back, bones of your back down to the floor. 3, 2, 1. Let's pause. Arms up alongside the ears. Opposite elbow and knee lift. Good. And float right back down. So you're going to lift and then come down. Lifting, just feeling a little cross patterning. Feeling our brains waking up just a little bit. Good. Belly pulling deep. And down. Abajo y arriba. Good. So now 2 times, or with 2 legs, 2 brazos, 2 piernas. Arriba y abajo. Good. 2, 3 más. Feeling your core stabilizing, your center lengthening, costillas adentro. Let's pause right here. Las manos detrás de la cabeza, hands behind the head. And now you'll lightly pulse from the belly, coming up 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rotate to the left, pulse 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A la derecha, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now extend the left leg as you reach towards the right side. And then cambiamos. Here we go. Let's take 10 and 9 and 8 and 7. Reach through the legs. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Let's pause. Bend both knees. Feet to the floor, 2 arms up. Inhale. And exhale. Elbows pull in, hips lift. Codos abajo, cadera arriba. Good. Now let's let the arms come down. Brazos abajo, pelvis abajo. Y ahora pelvis arriba, brazos a tu lado. Good. So let's take this just a few more times. Moving your spine with control, feeling that fluid movement. Connecting through the ball of the foot, through the pinky toe, to the center of the heel. So there's energy in your feet as you lift and as you lower. Excellent. So let's pause with your pelvis up and then lightly just pulse and lift. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. Hands to the thighs. Inhale, and now you'll exhale. Round through the ribs. Lift your head and chest. Arms here to your sides. Let's inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inspira. 2, 3, 4, 5. Expira. 2, 3, 4, 5. Última vez aquí. Inspira 2, 3, 4, 5. Expira 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Pause. Hands here to your thighs for a moment. Exhale. Reach arms and legs out. Back to the center. Afuera y adentro. Afuera y adentro. Afuera y adentro. Afuera y adentro. Good. Now hold the legs out. And then you're going to exhale round through the ribs. Lift your head and chest one more time. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pulling the scapula from the floor. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inspira, 2, 3, 4, 5. Expira, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inspira, 2, 3, 4, 5. Expira, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take a pause. And from here, open the arms. Your right leg is going to circle just a few times in your hip socket. Feeling that steady, easy, even movement. And then vamos a hacerlo otra dirección. You're going to take it the other way. Beautiful. So now pause, bending that knee, opposite leg extends, circling just a few times in the hip socket. Good. And then we're going to take that around the other way. Good. So now with your two bent knees, take the legs over to the left. Inhale, doblando las rodillas, and now you're going to take the legs over to the right. So doblando las rodillas, bending the knees, stretching to one side. Inhale and exhale, stretch to the opposite side. Let's pause with the legs to the left. Bottom leg comes down and up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bending the knees. Exhale, otro lado. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Bending the knees. Now this time, hands behind the head, rounding back up. Extend the two legs. Take the legs over to the left. And now your ribs to the right. And you'll lightly pulse 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lowering down, taking a breath. Exhale, lifting up once again, legs to the right, ribs to the left, and you'll pulse 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Muy bien. Lowering back down once again, take your feet to the floor, your two arms up. Big breath. Anchor your shoulder blades as you press and lift the hips. Now lift the right foot off of the floor. Extend the leg up and then let the leg come down and up. Let's go 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Doblando la rodilla, bending the knee. Opposite leg lifts, down and up. 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Exhale, bending that knee, lifting the hips one more time. Slowly releasing the back down to the mat. Two legs up. Good. And from here, just lightly lift your tailbone and take it back down. A couple more. Lightly lift your tailbone and exhale, release. Tres más. Lifting your tailbone and down. Good. Arriba and down. Last time. Arriba. Good. Let's bend both knees. Hands here to your ankles. Rock to a seated position for a moment. Inhale. And from here, just take your hands back behind you for a minute. Extend the heels. Tap them down. Let's go 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Exhale, place both feet down. Turn your fingertips out if you like. Push and lift the hips. Good. Holding this little lift, you can now take the heels up. Lift the sitting bones. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. Balls of the feet lift. Now once again, the sitting bones. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. Exhale. Release the sits bones. Two hands to your tobillos, to your ankles. Take a breath. Inhale. Exhale. Rock it back. And find yourself right back up. This time, hands on the shins. So you're going to extend arms and legs. Let's take 5 and 4 and 3, and 2, and 1. Very nice. Exhale, pause, slide your 2 legs out slightly. Good, and now from here we're gonna roll to the mat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lengthen the legs. Estirando las piernas afuera, lengthening the legs all the way up. Brazos a tu lado, arms at your side. Let's lift the head, chest, shoulder blades, rib cage, lumbar, all the way up. Good. So now from here, you're going to circle, reach out. Good. Exhale, reaching out. Little sweep of the arms. Exhale, reaching out. One more time. And out. Good. Pause. Arms float out. Belly pulls in. Let's lower to the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Arms out to T shape. And we'll bring the 2 legs up, heels together, toes apart. And now create a little corkscrew. So you'll circle all the way around one way con las piernas. Then we'll go around all the way the other way. Good. So vamos a la derecha. Good. And then vamos a la izquierda. Good. Another little break. Bend the knees. Right foot to the floor. Left leg extends. Sitting bones come up. Now this leg is going to bend, stretch out, up, down, and in. Take it out, up, down, and in. Take it out, up, down, and in. Couple more. Out, up, down, and in. Out, up, down, and in. Let's pause with the leg up. And from the sitting bones, take 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. The leg comes down. And the opposite leg lifts. Knee right over the hip. Stretches out. Up, down, and in. Afuera, arriba, abajo, adentro. Afuera, arriba, abajo, adentro. Afuera, arriba, abajo, adentro. 2 more here. Really reaching through that bottom heel. And let's pause with the leg up. Sitting bones. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. 2 legs lift. 2 arms to your sides. Circle the legs out, down, around. And then if you like, lifting your pelvis up. Toes down, thighs lift, long spine. También piernas largas. And then you can slowly lower all of that back down to the floor. Let's try a couple more. You're going to circle the legs out, down, around. And now exhale, subiendo otra vez, lifting up once again. Toes and thighs, big breath, stretch, reach, and lift. Exhale, lowering. 3, 2, 1. Let's do that one more time. Big circle of the legs out and around. Good. And then exhale to lift the pelvis up. Good. And then from here, we'll slowly lower those bones back to the mat. Hands now behind your thighs. Rock to seated position. Good. In the seated position, now take the arms out and you're going to create a little twist and back to your center. Twist and to your center. Twist and center. Twist and center. Good. Left leg comes down. Right leg, stretch it out. Good. Con la columna larga. So with a long spine here. And let that right leg open to the side. Inhale back to the center. Let that leg cross the midline. Good. Inhale back through your center. Walk your weight Down the leg, we're going to repeat that action. Here on the floor, leg comes a little closer to you. Again, always finding length. Exhale, let the leg move out to the side. Good, and then now it's going to cross the midline. Inhale back to the center. See if you can walk yourself just up this leg. Beautiful. Now from here, foot to the thigh, two arms reaching up, brazos arriba. And now your palms under your shoulders. Press your opposite foot into the floor. Lift the pelvis, big stretch. Good, release in those sits bones as high as you can. And then we'll exhale, release, stretch over the leg. Now, that is heaven to me, right here. Can we just be here, en el cielo, un rato más? Take one more big breath. Inhale, the arms come up. Exhale, the right leg comes down. Two hands now to your left leg, la pierna izquierda. Good. So take a moment to get up on the sits, up on your isquiones. And then abrimos la pierna. You're going to open the leg to the side, a la izquierda. Good. Beautiful. Back to your center. Opposite. So you're going to lift that leg now, cross the midline. Good. Inhale back to your center. Beautiful. So now we're going to come and just walk ourselves down that leg. Beautiful. Let the leg come a little closer to you. Deep stretch. Estirando muy bien. Femorales. And then abrimos la pierna. Open the leg a la izquierda to the left. Good. Y vamos a cerrar la pierna. You're going to let that leg cross the midline. Stretch into the outer part of the leg. Las afueras de la pierna. And then from here, manos a tu muslo, hands to your thigh. And then vamos a subir. We're just going to lift all the way up. Again, belly is strong. Fuerte, fuerte. La panza. Good. Inhale. Arms stretch in the air. Brazos arriba. And then underneath you, push through your bottom foot. Lift the hips and pelvis. Get a nice stretch. Good. Exhale, release la pelvis abajo. Dos brazos arriba. You're going to take two arms up. And then estiramos. You stretch over the leg. Good. Inhale, sitting up. One last little thing. Take your two hands here, two legs. Good. And just sit for a moment. Beautiful. And then, if you'd like, go ahead, take a little rock back and balance for a moment. Really letting that sacral area, hamstring, stretch, stretch, stretch. Good. So then if you like, place your hands at your hips. Bend the two knees. Bring the knees up over the hips. Extend the two legs. Your right leg can move back. Left leg forward. Try this just a couple of times. One leg forward, one leg back. No weight in the neck. If you'd like to also bend your back knee. Good. Really let the hips and quadriceps stretch. Good. And then from here, pull your pelvis, hips out of the hands. exhale, slowly lower that weight down. Hands back to your ankles. Do you want to rock to a seated position? Woohoo! Look at that. Look at everybody. Qué maravilloso. Good. So let's bend our knees. Come face the computer for a moment. I'm going to take my forearm down. From here, I'm going to go opposite elbow to knee. Stretch, pull in, reaching out, stretch, pull in, reaching out, stretch, pull in. Good. Just waking up my hips here. 2 and 1. Good. Now pause with that top foot. You're going to push it into the floor and then lift the bottom hip. Good. Try that just a few times. So push with the top foot, lift the thighs. Good. Well, exhale, take 5, and exhale, lift 4, and exhale, lift 3, and taking 2, and 1. Excellent. So now bring your hands, top hand to your hip, mano a la cadera, and then you're going to push your feet into the floor. Lift the 2 hips up. Now let the top knee come down and up. 10, 9, and 8, and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Vamos a bajar. Lower your hips. Push with that bottom hand. Take your 2 arms over. This bottom arm, hand moves to the wrist, and lightly pull. Good. And then we're just going to exhale, sweeping the legs around to the opposite side. We'll give that a go. Good. So remember, you'll just let that forearm plant for a moment. We're going to take opposite elbow to knee. So again, bottom thigh can just plant. Stretch and reach out and pull back. Stretch out and back. Out and back. Out and back. Out and back. Good. Just waking up your obliques. 2. And a little external rotation in that leg. Excellent. Now that top foot comes in front of the bottom foot. Mano a tu cadera. Good. And then exhale, lift the hips and down. So just some work through your inner thigh. Good. Taking a couple more. 3. And exhale, lift 2. And exhale, lifting 1. Good. Pause here for a moment. And then we'll release, bringing that down. You can leave your hand here at your hip or take your hand behind the head. Whatever is more comfortable for you. Lift your 2 hips up. Now the top knee down and up. 10, 9, and 8, and 7, and 6, and 5. Rodilla arriba y abajo. 3, y 2, y 1. Good. Setting that down. Push now with your bottom hand. And exhale, come over to that side. Top hand reaches to your, or bottom hand reaches to your top hand. Estirando profundamente. Good. Inhale, take one arm down. Exhale, take the opposite arm down. Push with the feet, lifting up. Estirando arriba. If you want to move your, or just fold your blanket in half if you're using one. Good. Take a big breath here. And then if you like, go ahead and raise the right leg up. Hold, feel your hamstrings connecting. Bend the knee. Place the right foot behind your right hand. Plant the left foot into the floor, and let's come up and stretch. Good. Exhale, fold over the leg and take a nice long stretch, melting the top of your head down. Good. Now reach the right hand back behind you, creating a little twist. Good. Bringing the top hand down. Melt your back knee. Take a little stretch of your hips. Estirando. Muy bien. If you want to come in a little deeper, you can, letting your forearms melt into the floor. If your hips say yes. Good. So now from here, right hand pushes in, left hand pushes in. Exhale, lift the hips back up. Step the right foot back, another down dog. Really reach out through the balls of the feet. Good. And then when you feel ready, lifting the left leg, bending the knee. And exhale, placing the foot back behind the hand, plant. Now your back heel, bueno, and then we're going to stretch. Estiramos arriba. Give this a few full big breaths. Good, so press that back heel down and then lift the knee joint up. Right, so you got two actions. The back leg is really engaged, supported by the front of the leg, stretching the back of the leg. Muy bien, let's stretch over, sobre la pierna, adelante. So you're going to stretch over your front leg, move the hip back, estirando muy bien la columna. Good, and now your brazo izquierdo, you're going to let it first pull back, and then it can open up. So it's always really important that we move in that pattern. Arm back first, and then you can stack the arms. Good. Vamos a bajar la pierna. Let's go ahead and lower that hand. Bend your back knee. Let your hips melt. Hips melting. Melt closer to the floor. Dos brazos abajo. Your two arms down. Again, if this feels nice, you come only as close to the floor as feels good to you. Good. Push your right hand, left hand in. Now just from here, two knees back. And you're going to stretch and reach right arm, left leg. Let's go 10, 9, and 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Good. Hand to your lumbar. Bend and straighten the knee. 10, and 9, and 8, and 7, and 6, and 5. Doblando, estirando la rodilla con control. So you want to do that with control. 2, and 1. Talón arriba. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Relax. Two hands back. Take a little stretch. Relajando. Relajando la espalda, la cadera. Good. And then from here, we'll walk the hands out. And then we're going to try that on the opposite side. So now your right leg will extend left arm. We'll go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, y 1. Good. Take your hand to the low back. Feel that low back supported, filling up, bending and straightening the knee. 10, and 9, and 8, and 7, and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Muy bien. Now heel, talón al cielo. Let's go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Exhale, bring it down. Two arms down. Stretch and reach the spine back. Good, and now from here, you'll push with both hands. Curl your 10 toes underneath you. Lift the hips, feeling out of down dog once again. And let's push our hands into the floor, walking our weight back. Hands opposite hand to ankle for a moment. And really pull here so you get a deep stretch in your shoulder blades. Good. We're going to inhale, find some length in the spine. And exhale. Let me adjust this real quick and let's pick up some weights. So, with your pesas, let's go ahead and face the ordenador, face your computer screen. Good, and then start to anchor your weight in your feet. Maybe even take your hands here to your hips for a moment. Let one knee come forward. And feel the glutes on the outside of that opposite leg. And then exhale and change. Inhale, take a breath. Trying to keep your ankles estable. Exhale, change. Good, inhale. And exhale, change. And exhale, change. Good, let's pause now with your weight on your right leg. You can take your weights out. And let's see about lifting the left leg with your weights. And we'll go 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, release that leg. Set that left foot down, lift the opposite heel. Step the foot out slightly. Good, same thing. So we'll just exhale, pulling up 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good, pause. 2 knees down. Bend in your 2 knees. Let the elbows move forward. Now pull the weights back. Let's just go 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Bend the knees a hair more. Forearms reaching back. 10. Antebrazos atrás. 8, 7, 6, y 5, y 4, y 3, 2, 1. Good. Inhale, doblando las rodillas. Bend those knees a hair more. We'll go 10 and 9. Now with the weights. 7, 8. Lo siguiente, no puedo contar en inglés ni español. 5, y 4, y 3, y 2, y 1. Muy bien, ya está, hemos hecho. Good, exhale. Your talones are going to pull together, heels together. Good, and so now arms out to the side, right back in, down and up, down and up, arriba, abajo. Good. Rowan, todavía estamos haciendo la clase, mi amor. Vamos a terminar en más o menos 10 minutos. Oh. Good. So now let's pull your elbows out. 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Arms relax at your sides for a moment. Lift one heel. Pulse from the thighs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Opposite heel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dos talones arriba, and then we'll go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, One, heels down. Each leg you're gonna pull out just a hair. Now the two weights move forward, adelante, and back. So here we go. Let's go. 10 y 9 y 8 y 7 y 6 y 5 y 4 y 3 y 2 y 1. Good. Now from here, let the palms come. Then you're going to take a little tap down and up. Let's tap down and up. You can even lengthen, tapping down and up, reaching across and up, abajo y arriba, abajo y arriba, abajo y arriba, abajo y arriba. Good. Let's pause in your center. Weights lift. Now forearms back, antebrazos atrás. We go 10, 9 y 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 y 1. Good. Hold the weights up. One heel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Otro talón. Other heel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dos talones. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Set the heels down. Turn your 10 toes in and set your weights atrás. Set your weights back. Now walk your hands forward. Manos adelante. Stretch, melt the head. And then we're going to look up, arriba. Good. So I'm going to turn my right toes out. Dedos del pie afuera. Good. Staying right here if you like, or just walking your hands around. Getting un estiramiento, a little stretch on this side. Through the inner thigh. Good. Exhale, releasing that down and turning those toes in, letting the opposite toes sweep out. Good. Stretch out through the toes. And exhale, top arm reaches up. Trikonasana. Good. And then from here, inhale, taking that arm back down. This time we're going to just follow that leg. Come down. This time, your foot, walk it. That front foot's going to walk across your body. And we're going to come down and take a little, estiramiento de la palomita. You'll take a little pigeon stretch. If you want, bajamos la cabeza, lower the head, really let the weight of the body melt into your hip. Start to allow yourself to relax here. Good. Inhale if you like, pushing your weight up. Create a little back bend, estirando. So you can think your spine stretches up. Your throat, la garganta, estirando arriba. From here, you're going to bend the back knee. Hand moves to the foot. Letting the hip stretch deepen. Good. Let's move that leg out, back behind you. And then you can come stretch back. Let's take another breath. Exhale, lift. Now you're going to fold your weight over the opposite leg. So take two hands, reach through my back thigh, situate my hips so that they square, and then slide my weight back. So again, letting my hips come even. I'm really feeling a deep stretch in your piriformis. So it feels nice to let the weight of the body melt all the way down, fundiendo en el piso. Good. So let this be a deep, long held stretch here. And when you feel ready, pushing with both hands coming up, you can now let that back knee bend, doblando la rodilla atrás. Good, to get a little stretch in your quadricep. Through the rest of the hip. Good, and then we're gonna let that leg doblar atrás, let the leg fold back behind you, and then you can stretch down. So let the torso move back from the two hips. Good, push with your hands, lifting up this back leg, fold it in, and take a little Baddha Konasana stretch. So letting your head melt down towards your toes. Bajando la cabeza en la dirección de los pies. Good. Now from here, we'll just sit up and start to make our way down to the mat. If there's anything you'd like to aid in your final relaxation, I really enjoyed putting this underneath me. I'm also going to put a little pillow on the other side as a headrest. So you can just come down to the floor. Maybe letting your back be supported. Good, by a pillow. Whatever feels nice to you. And if you've got a blanket here, you can kind of adjust the height. Allow the arms to open. So your arms can open, hips and legs relax. And then let your jaw, músculos de la cara, the muscles of your face release. Take a couple big final inhales and exhales to encourage your brain, your body, para relajar, relajación. Take a big stretch con los brazos arriba. Take a big stretch with your arms overhead. And from there you can doblar las rodillas, girar, turn to one side, push up. And from here, nos sentamos. Let's sit for just a moment. All right. Tu práctica es un regalo. Your practice is a gift. Thank you. Enjoy your evening. Namaste.